And we're back. Welcome back to Speed Simpsons, everyone. We're here for another race, this time Upper Group A, in a race between Amber and Sid, two runners who are only 5 places apart on the leaderboards, and both are pretty recent PBs. But let's not spend too long dilly-dallying. Are both runners ready? We got one yes. Is Sid ready? Right,
Also, yes.
Hi, everybody.
Right, Kane, would you like to do a countdown?
Oh boy, would I. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, GL to both runners, you may begin the run. And we're in there.
Sid, why don't you just go?
Sweet.
Yeah, I mean, another race ready to go, which is another exciting thing. Caught in last minute after our very not so serious commentating earlier. You know, now it's time for it straight down to brass tacks. This is a serious race. I mean, both runners are topping their groups respectively. I mean, Sid is what? Is he 2-0?
I think 2 and 1 maybe.
Homer. Mission complete. Go back home.
They only play 3 races.
Or 2 and. My bad. I read a different chat message earlier.
Let's do this thing.
It'll be fine. I'll find it. I'm sure I'm really good at reading sheets.
Either way, Amber obviously having a very consistent tournament throughout. And Sid no slouch either. Sid sometimes does have obviously higher runs. His PB is a higher time, but either way, all it takes is a few mistakes.
And I suppose both runners, I'm pretty sure, in their last race came like so close to actually PBing, which is a wild result because consistency is not really something that most speedrunners have.
Not at all.
Everyone.
Yeah, Sid currently 2-0, I believe, and it would be it would be shocking to see if Amber wasn't doing the same, depending on how many races they've actually done.
Oh my God.
So this could be the quote-unquote tie breaks.
As we do know how this tournament works, definitely. We're in the sheets.
Piece of cake.
We're doing all the seeding. We know what's happening. But yeah, this is a pivotal one, right? If Sid
This
wins,
one
you
doesn't
know,
matter.
If Sid wins, 3-0. If Sid loses, probably still gets through anyways. By second seed.
I gave it to Barbie.
Let's just gamble that that's.
Sid did say that there was a small possibility where
You're not gonna get more?
he could still not make it out of groups based on the results of what happens in other matchups, but
Almost done. Now I need Flanders' stupid picture of his stupid family. How'd you like a newspaper?
otherwise,
We definitely have to be like commando crawling through the weeds to be able to figure out all of the red tape on the board. Just
Where did I leave
think this
Rod's
once.
stupid inhaler? Duh, on top of the dump truck. Take that. Woohoo! All right.
got our favorite new viewer in the chat as well. Not gonna say their name.
Gotta return this stuff before the cops
But I
find
will
me sitting
appreciate
around
their
talking to
presence.
myself.
the return of the clouds.
Can't you see I'm driving here?
I'm calling
The
Coming
skybox?
through. Hey!
The clouds are moving.
Flanders, look.
They do be
right in
moving.
your face.
See, it was fun about setting up the earlier Speed Simpsons like tourneys because you would just have the clouds which you would make like scroll through. But if you put the setting too high, those clouds are
I'm a
zooming.
lean,
That's 200 FPS
thingy.
clouds. Just flattened across the screen.
Oh yeah, in the background they're very visible.
Look out! Take this! Oh.
Neither felt bush strat, which is always a good. It's always a good time.
Eyes on the road, jerk.
I somehow in my race failed bush strat and nearly PB'd, which was It was to run for the bucks.
Hey, Homer.
It's
Sid having a
crunching time.
small lead.
Sweet.
We'll see if it matters at all.
I mean, not to immediately read the script, but these sorts of runs do typically come down to late game. They come down to Homer 2 more specifically. Amber, I'd argue, is very consistent with out of bounds and grinds the ILs. But Sid has had his troubles with it, but he's also at this point he's probably he's really good at getting runs to late game.
Which used to not be the case.
Yeah, it used to not be the case, but now Sid can't be stopped. Amber went for Ploughing Smithers, while Sid went for Badger Blast, and Badger Blast wins.
The vibration tickling my feet.
This is a finicky old Ploughing Smithers.
I want to say ever since cutscene skip was basically
How can I?
shafted,
Let's do this
Sid has
thing.
been on a roll
Not like anyone
in
likes
terms of
definitely.
consistency.
I mean, there's a time period last year where you didn't bring up part 1
Stupid like a
cutscene
buck.
skip 2, Sid. It was
Not at all.
You just didn't bring it up, all right? It's not worth the risk. It's not worth the anger. He was very
Not like anyone likes these
stuck
things.
on the part 1 cutscene skip. But yeah, I mean, it's the interesting thing because this
Stupid like a
tournament's the
buck.
first. This is the first like ASM tournament with no
I'll clean
cutscenes,
this
and
mess up later.
I do think it has
You
genuinely
smart, how come I
made a lot of the
help
races
you?
more competitive
Like
because
anyone
it's more
likes these
satisfying,
things.
right? You miss a strat, you miss the
Finally.
cutscene buffer,
I am
and
the
suddenly
smart.
you're losing
I
40
am
seconds,
the
2
smart.
minutes, like 40
Hey,
seconds,
Mark.
50 seconds. Like it was a real kind of stranglehold from on runners who didn't really manage to stick the landing.
And to be fair, as a viewer, from a viewing perspective, it has been a lot more exciting that we're able to skip these cutscenes because you can get right back into the action right away. Just being able to skip them.
Yeah, for sure. And it's good that not all cutscenes are skipped though. We do always enjoy a sexy footage. We do always enjoy crap circles.
Spying on us.
Oh, homie, you're so sexy when
I
you're
will, however, miss I like it.
True.
Piece of cake. It's
But yeah,
crashing.
Sid is marginally ahead, but we're talking very fine margin. And like we're talking seconds.
Wow, this car sure can take a beating. I didn't do
So
it.
what car did they both get? Is Amber still in Ploughing?
Mark did it.
No way, this is too fast.
Go!
Yeah, I was gonna say, Amber's smurfing in the Ploughing. This is unreal.
Please don't sue. That hurt. I blame society.
Sid is in the mum van. Taking the kids to football practice.
You say football.
I do.
This is America versus the UK at this point. Sid versus Amber.
True.
Team Chips versus Team Crisps.
Oh, let's
Oh,
go.
I think I broke
Crisps I'll
something.
go to.
I believe chips are.
I see how it is.
Eat my dust.
I see how it is.
Mistakes were made.
And
Apologies.
all of my 6.2k Great British Channel points will go all on Sid.
Predictions closing in just under 2 minutes. You still want to get your channel points in.
Sid gets both of the wasps,
I wish I had
and
a
is going to
dog
get
with a
ESS as
saddle.
well. Amber
Can you
just gets
come
the
and get
one,
me?
but I mean,
I'll pay you in back
Amber's
rubs.
coins are a little bit sharper than Sid's.
Oh,
But yeah, it's
nothing lasts forever.
so unbelievably tight between these two runners right now.
I'll do my best.
Sweet.
But Bone Storm could be a decider.
I'll clean that up later.
But Concessions are fleeting.
It's true. Women drivers aren't very good.
Poll's closing in just about a minute.
Oh, I just
We are
had that
sinking a
thing
bit.
said.
You know, Amber is a 1 drop behind. This is crazy.
I hope it's like this for the whole race.
Specifically 4-6.
Yeah, oh, that would be beautiful.
Sorry, I don't think your voice could take it.
No, I think
He'll have to be retired.
have to take a week-long break and ice it.
If Kane says cola one more time, he's gonna have to get
It
a
was like that when I
sponsorship.
got here.
Derek's gonna have to mute me.
I am smart.
The 4-6 Coca-Cola sponsored mission.
Hey, Homer.
Cool.
Let's do this.
Alright, so Sid got a slightly better bone storm. Didn't need to travel all the way back to pick up the final drop. And this is looking like a... yeah, we have sponsors per person per level.
I unironically tried getting one for Dunkin' Donuts, but they don't sell donuts at my local location.
Oh no. Well, they just
So I'm like, this cannot work. Yeah,
What? There's Dunkin' Donuts when I'm done.
that's what I said.
What monster city is this?
This makes no sense branding-wise.
Rip the donut sign off.
So sad.
Bob's your uncle.
Team Montgomery, in your face.
I'm just trying to slip in more ridiculous British idioms in here. Just to instill the divide.
Yeehaw, partner.
I gotta get no problemo.
W. John knows.
Yeah, exactly. Both, yeah, pretty. Not the best Homer ones,
I'll get
both
you, Bart,
wise,
just
but
like I
you
got
know,
Charlie
this sort of
and
level
Dan.
11, 20
Free
is
zone.
Right not.
decent
Free
enough.
zone.
It's kind of.
Dan, you're
It
like
feels like
fans with
between their level is kind of
No,
where
you
the
understand,
early
Peter.
game starts to
That's the
divide,
bomb.
where suddenly you start getting like
Whoa,
Southern
wicked.
Open beyond.
Yeah, Ember did not get the sports car RNG, so
Totally awesome.
we'll have to go in the honor roller here. And neither did Sid.
Did both get the honor roll?
So cool.
Yep.
I say that, I weirdly,
I remember
it's
this
all
being
just
here
fake time
before.
save, but I'll argue that the honor roll is not that slow
You
for this
got it.
mission. But also,
Yeah, for
the
this
time,
mission.
it feels like the time you take getting a sports car after it is much less than getting a sports car initially, but that is all based on the lovely metric called vibes, and not timings.
We need Vapor to
Whoa,
time it.
wicked.
Time to put that idea out there for someone to disprove me, which I respect.
Safe and sound.
But I am just loud man with a microphone. And slightly louder now I have been raised.
Let's hit the
Yeah,
town.
so our lovely restream,
Energy depleting.
knowing that Sid had an
Sugar.
11:22 whilst I had an 11:27 cover one exit. It'll be interesting to see if we get much of a divide between both of runners,
Nice
because
driving, man.
you know,
One
I'd
doesn't-
argue both have quite a strong
Easy
early game.
peasy. So tired. So
I mean,
very
Sid's had in recent times, Sid's definitely had a bit of a problem with getting a consistent early game. Like, he's now been leaning more towards like 24-30s, 24-40s, that sort of thing. But he definitely has it in.
He does have the potential for sure.
Ralph, we're
I will say though, the consistency side of me has to go with Amber.
Oh, yeah.
But Sid is
I fought the law and I won.
Sid's Sid.
Killer.
Sid can turn it up at any given moment.
True. Yeah, I mean, Amber and PB 23-45. Sid has not seen that sort of battle on exit times in a good chunk of time. It's been a long time between drinks. Also.
Play on.
To be fair though, both in fairly good form as of late. Both have PB'd, what, within the last month?
I oughta.
Sid's version on just about. Amber's 16 days ago. Sid's 27 days ago. And this has been one of Sid's like longest kind of grinds for a good while.
He took a pretty lengthy break at one point, but then
Yeah.
came back, rejuvenated.
That was totally awesome.
I'm happy to report.
I am the king.
As for
I mean,
Amber, I think she plays pretty often, just not streaming.
Yeah, a lot of offline run, a lot of IL practice,
I gotta play both.
which probably
Fine
is
by
the
me.
arguably better way to
Time to
practice,
rock.
rather than us silly runners who just do
If I
runs
didn't play so
instead.
many video
Should we
games, I'd be in
practice?
better
Ah.
shape. Woo, nice one.
Runs. Well, probably would be better to actually practice, especially like late game. Oh, and the black van has decided to talk to a tree head first. Or Sid
Whoa, wicked.
gets a clean
You're
dirt
all
jump.
mine.
Will
Oh, man,
Amber
this
do the
sucks.
same?
That was totally awesome.
Ooh, wow. Okay,
Very good. Oh,
All for my
wearing it as a hat.
off the top.
Accessorizing. Styling it out. See, Sid got the strap slightly better, but Amber gets style points. So.
Yeah, who
Also,
cares
for-
about going
Yeah, it went off
faster?
my gut.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoa,
I would say there is a
wicked.
little bit of disparity between Sid's coins and Amber's coins. Amber is roughly 60 coins ahead at this
Nice one.
point. And Sid will probably,
Jump to light speed.
it will be like Arthur, like shaking his fist
Hey, sprint.
at me. But I do have to remind everybody though, Sid, it's not as bad of a problem as it used to be, but prolifically in the past has had bad coins.
Hey, Snake, what's up?
Yeah, Sid's coin route used to be pretty
What's
questionable
up,
for
babe?
his level, I'd say.
Yeah, it was one of the bottlenecks for sure for a while, but he sorted it as of late. Like a coin route's only as bad if you have to grind the late game. Really, like if it works, it works, and Sid does make it work. Oh, okay. Cool. I got a bit worried for a second. I was wondering where that surprise reset was going to come from. Amber bouncing away. Taxi bro coming back.
All right.
So I now think they're pretty much at. Yes. I don't know. I think Sid is
Now find a satellite dish.
remotely
Has
faster.
those anymore.
Ever just in this early game.
Hey there, Mr. No problemo.
Be interesting to see if either runner goes for the gazebo bot. Sid could definitely do with the XS boost to his coins, but it is very funny to see runners who smartly make the choice of instead of maximizing coins, you just maximize speed, which is a very bold take to have for a speed run.
Oh, I could have made a good septic
And then you
system
worry
out
about
of
coins
that.
later.
Exactly. Speed now
I'm
means later.
not.
Yeah, I like coins, you know?
All mine.
Immediate dopamine hit. Ah, yes, I have 1,200 coins at least, so let's go. Oh no. Unoptimized.
See, LP3 clowns on Americans with bad coin routes. But what Amber's doing right now, pretty good.
Common LP3 mention.
Yep. Lots of mentions.
Interesting that Towson's shown his face in chat after getting pasted by me.
Oh, I could have made a good septic system out of that.
Love to say it wasn't. I'd love to say it was one-sided. It was not. It was not. Right down to the wire. GG's once again.
Whee!
Now we got to deliver the delicious goods to the buyer. I sure hope
Use
they
the
like
bullying.
dogs.
Your response.
The fast escapes are really good here. Forcing. Once again, no gazebo box.
Oh, my ovaries. How about a hard one next time? Crusty burger.
Let the phone booth get there as well.
Oh,
Amber
yeah.
also
I
fast
totally
escape.
rule.
And the phone booth. Let's go.
Double phone booth fast escape. You love to see it.
See, obviously, the fact that now I have beaten Towser in a race now means that Towser's not going to come into my chats for the next 10 years and be like, hey, remember that one time in 2025? I beat you in a race? Yeah, those messages would keep me up at night.
Oh, awesome! Hi!
So, all I'll say is it's a good thing that Towson doesn't stream. I'm in those DM. I'm in that Twitch chat.
That was the coolest. I need your truck.
I'm gonna be like Glass Joe in these tournaments.
Last show.
Nice.
You got it.
Aw. I'm fine with being the resident jobber.
Make everybody else look good.
Yeah, I'm here to improve talent, alright?
Some would say the fluffer.
Exactly. Unlike both of these runners here, who are just cracked at the game in general.
Oh, insane. Absolutely, like... I highly... Probably not that much progression in terms of, like, long-term PVs. Like, they've probably been fairly... But, you know, Sid, I mean, recently got a 128. I mean, he's been in a war with Eventual for the last, like, what, 6 months, roughly? Where Sid 1 month ago had a 128. Managed to beat that time. And then, yeah, he did have a big grind to beat that 128. It did take him about 8 months to do it, but... In terms of Amber, how long have they been at this pace? 5 months ago, 126.32, and then a 127 6 months ago. So, kind of a similar progression in a sense. They're almost, just like this race, they're kind of replicating each other's success. Both go for this wasp as well. Can these runners stop doing the same thing?
Oh,
I'm getting a bit sketched out. I'm getting a bit sketched out.
That wasp is always one of the more annoying wasps to get on foot in this game.
Yeah. My favorite bit about the wasp collision is when the wasp stops the car.
I
I think
remember
that's
this being here before.
Especially in the bubbles. I know in Apu that happens a decent
Oh.
amount.
Children were meant to get this much exercise.
That's a
Record
stone
breaker.
jaw.
This is Bart Simpson
It's
requesting
not
a
budget.
Pimp ride ASAP.
Welcome.
Perfection. Thy name is Bart.
Alright, so Sid ends it with a 22.08.
Here's your
Amber,
last-
pretty much the
Bart
same.
Simpson at your service.
It's gonna be a very sad time when either runner has a slightly worse, like, mission. It's just neck and neck. This is what we're here
Her
to see.
sellout car. Wow, really good.
Yeah. Amber's slightly worse. I'm good at analysing things. First car not as good. Oh, we get to see the two different disciplines. Amber going through the alleyway, which has to be mentioned each time. Sid going through the actual road. But who likes
Oh
rules?
man, this sucks. Ow, my skull.
Alright,
My beautiful
Say, Amber having...
skull.
She can destroy it here. Oh no.
Oh, it's carrying them a distance. Uh-oh, that's a...
It could have been so much better.
Yep, just holding hands along the way.
Oh
Re-
no.
The real friends of the sellouts cars we met along the way.
Traffic not doing her any favors.
Should have got some good words from Axie, who did want to be a traffic warden.
That's a funny
Unfortunately,
fun fact.
he didn't make the cut. So Sid with like a 6:30 sellouts. Amber slightly behind, but the final car's kind of more than made up for it. You do get a slight the husk, delicious. You do get a slight discrepancy because Sid doesn't necessarily go for all of the like immediate destructions. Sid will often try and guide the car into something where it will blow up, whilst Amber's trying to get the like 3-hit combo.
Yeah, Amber's
Left,
last
right,
two cars were
good
really
night.
good.
Alright, Sid gets a cutscene at 24:04. Amber gets it at 24:11.
The time for action is now.
One pause.
The one pause.
Beautiful.
Sid could never. Sid doing the spin around. So they say this is to get a slightly better cycle with the hammer arm, or whatever it's called.
Full breach.
And we mentioned some of Sid's weaknesses earlier in the race. I think one of them is in Lisa.
Do you reckon?
Should he go for it? I don't remember if he routed it out.
Oh,
These
but
points. Yeah.
yeah, Sid does. See, it's an interesting change of like strategies. So Sid goes for 3-2 Malibu boat jump,
Into a murder bag.
which
Or deteriorates into
because he did it, I then started doing it, and I think I now have it more consistent than Sid does. So it's it is a choice. I understand it because obviously in 3-7 both runs will be going for fun with limo, and it's a lot to take on. It's quite an overwhelming thing. Like, okay, if I get phone with limo, then I can get boat jump, and honestly, boat jump is absolutely unpopular amongst 90% of runners. Did get in this extra bend here, slightly slower, but I highly doubt Amber will be getting that. So. But we have been saying his coins are on the ropes.
Millhouse, let's just
They're
do
not
this
that bad,
thing.
but
I need a ride here. Stat!
Lewis.
You have a gift for speed. Millhouse?
aren't you on the record saying this is one of your more favorite levels?
Me? I.
Everybody.
Oh, you mean the level
remembers
as a whole?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the level.
Yeah, aesthetically, it's very pleasing to me. I think the sunset, maybe it just reminds me of like a Californian style beach of some sorts over at the Squid Port.
Yeah, I mean, as a Brit, I've never seen the sun. That sun looks like a fake sun. It looks like the Teletubby sun. So that makes me infinitely angry.
Babysitting to pay for that.
I'm seething right now. All right.
Yeah, it looks
now,
like Derek's profile.
True. Sid gonna go for boat jump now. Oh, he's doing the me lineup. Gets a bit of a boost.
Oh,
Yep, a
that's
slight.
unfortunate.
Yep, the horn of rage, and this is where Amber will be taking a minor lead. See, it's a weird thing with boat jump where you can make them some small adjustments, right? Where the whole point of boat jump is you line it up with the like poles, you go like perpendicular, and then you go when the poles go diagonal, and then as you go to hit, you kind of square up.
Please don't
You like hold right, and then you immediately go left. It sounds confusing, but it makes sense.
Must
Trust
admit,
me.
the smell of fresh air is much more pleasing than the odor of the hot dog machine.
The time
But-
for action is now.
You know, Sid didn't seem to make that adjustment, and we do get the fun little angry horn.
Time to move.
Do you have
He
an angry
is a
horn?
honker. No, I have an angry camera swap.
Ah,
This is not good for my insurance.
I am not a honker.
I am a honker. I'm an absolute honker.
Jiminy Cricket.
Not to be confused with a
Anytime.
plonker.
No,
Still
no.
missing, and I'm no closer
I
to
am
finding
not
you.
one of those.
Perhaps you should
How
consult
dare
Professor
you.
Brink at the observatory.
Apologies.
He seems to know
Oh,
everything.
Amber getting span up
Except
by
why I
the
ever
bridge.
came to this jerk Waterberg.
Oh, okay. For a second, I thought they weren't going to get enough berth to make that. Traffic as well playing a part. Oh, and angry horn as well. See, Amber is a honker too. I honk, you honk, we honk together.
This is a first time chatter saying this is a competitive scene they can get behind. I agree 100%.
Very true. Some would say we have been the voices of this tournament so far. And some people is me. Sorry.
Not Towson.
Not Towson, no.
No.
I think we've both notched up over what 10 appearances so far. So
Yeah, we're a bit of a yapping duo.
bit of a commentary demon. Neither getting good vehicles, so they are just diving in the pond, getting a bit splish splash.
Lisa Simpson at your service. Thank goodness for seatbelts.
both gonna jump over the rock. How do you feel about the rock?
Dwayne Johnson or that literal rock?
That little rock. I'd more like a pebble.
It can be annoying to get over in some cars, but for the most part, it's okay. In school bus, it's okay.
Yeah, just you wait, Bobo Bunga. Oh, so that's my new favorite Twitch chat name. That's fantastic.
Just a few more.
We do lose our minds, but early game, it's pretty chill.
Yeah, the game does ramp up quite heavily, honestly. But I mean, neither runner really taking to Hellfish so far.
Mea culpa.
Oh, traffic's being a bit of a nuisance,
Ow, my
but
hair.
handled. Sid can gain a slight bit of time. If they get a successful, the traffic cars spawn the right way, a good turnaround.
Buff that out.
Beautiful
Like
second car.
I like how right now we're like golf commentators. Oh, lining up the 9-incher.
I need speed. More speed.
I don't know golf. I don't know
The
why.
9-incher.
I swear that's a putt, right?
It's the
Maybe
the verbiage
maybe it's just
in the green.
Maybe it's just wishful thinking. I don't know. I'm projecting maybe.
Springfield?
Ain't no way.
Slithery sleuthing, more like slippery sleuthing. They need a wet floor sign. The amount of people have fallen over in this mission in the tournament so far. It's
Again, I don't know why.
More speed.
Yeah,
Well,
like
the drops. The first drop's really fine, but the second and third can be absolute demons.
I
Like the
just mean
second
like
drop. can
Lisa
just
in general.
land. Yeah, Lisa's been a huge bugbear for a lot of runners so far. It's just I don't know. Like at some point, I believed it wasn't as RNG heavy. Oh, Amber going for Siren Strat. Here we go, Siren Strat. Oh, raining in. Hello, Fear RNG Snake. There you are.
Let's go.
Oh, Sid getting quite fortunate. Oh,
Oh, okay.
Snake is. Oh my god, he's flying.
Go Snake, go.
Flying. You shake, rattle, and rolling up those stairs. Oh. And Sid gets the. Oh, that's an awkward place. He has to flip around. What the flip? Yeah.
What the flip?
He's handled. CTD.
Shout out to CTD. Got his computer fixed.
Got my mojo
Nice.
working now.
W. John.
W. John.
Chief Wiggum.
As we go on to my favorite IL to grind that isn't Cola Wars.
Forward momentum. One fish
Why would
delivered
you do
to a
that to
happy
yourself?
home.
What, you don't like fishy deals?
I do not.
Have a good
Amber doesn't get the wasp. Unfortunate.
plenty of
Fishy
It
deals.
was.
Save me, we get
What is it? Say it.
My French cheeks.
Ain't no way.
But I don't know. It's a good mission before 3-7, but
I
you
just
know,
like it
maybe-
because it's like, it's chill, you know?
maybe I don't want to liberate the fish.
Oh,
Ever thought?
okay.
Ever thought about that?
You want to eat them.
Not really. No.
Oh, okay. Well, the side of
Are
fries.
These fish, are these fish salmon? I don't think so. Bit of cod. Doesn't look like it. I've not seen a fish with 2 eyes. Or 3. Isn't there 3?
You said I've not seen a fish with 2 eyes. That's incredible. Nice.
Prove it. Prove it. But I sound so confident. It almost made sense.
If you, anyone who's ever talked to any new runners, if you tell them anything like jokingly, and you're like
will
well
believe it.
respected in the community, they will believe it.
Yeah, just like you trying to get people to do bridge clip on 200 FPS.
Yeah.
You little rat.
I told them it's possible. Badger got me the other day.
Do this.
That's all they need to know.
Important strat here for Amber to hit.
Yeah. A lot of speed on this one. Driving it right in. We're going to go to the 4th line on this. I don't even know what this stupid building is, but it looks good. See, fun fact about this story. Obviously, there is a lovely guide.
Mind if
There
I-
is a lovely guide that was made by Critch on StratDB. All Amber has to do bow jump. Hold on. 46. Oh, it didn't work. Uh-oh. See, Sid doesn't have to do that. Wait, no, yeah, he does. He messed it up. Lol. I looked a bit close for Sid. No, it's fine. All right. So when learning the strat, the guide is typically the fourth one along. But I didn't account for the phone booth that was in the way. So I was counting 5 in and was so confused why it never worked for me.
Sid's doing this. There you go.
Hey, works that time. And now it seems like the coins are probably evened up with this, with Amber not going for boat jump, which, you know, the smart and faster way to do it. No freebie even.
I'm taking partial credit for Sid making that boat jump.
We taking credit for anything now?
Yeah, we can take credit for the whole thing. Why not?
I actually invented phone booth limo.
When you say it with such confidence.
Yeah, exactly. So, see, Amber's usually the fact checker, but obviously she's in the race, so all bets are off. You wish someone would make a boat jump tutorial on 60 FPS getting it 5 times in a row. Ain't no way. Nobody would do that. Not me. Alright, Amber. Ooh, this is still the strat for this mission, but there is a risk that it does try to leave. As I would do that if I was the driver. So sorry, sir. Oh wow, that's fast. That's a I don't know if that's a stroke of genius or a stroke of luck.
Wait, what? I'm sorry.
I like that Amber went behind the lard lad.
Everyone better stay out of my way.
Oh, didn't get the last drop though. Minor time inconvenience. And has to get out again. Marge has never walked so much in her life. Oh, freebie. Let's go. I suppose in case any new runners are here, you typically get around 2... Oh, Amber did that spawn wasp. Let's go. You typically get 2, like, freebies. You typically get 2 wasps that have good collision, and it's only until you, like, basically reset the condition by going back to the main menu, and up to that point, it's kind of... I don't know. It's a good way to get points, but also it can be inconsistent, and some people don't like to have the wasp cycle open.
Amber had it open.
Amber mesmerized me with the wasp camera. So, you know. Look, once you start seeing it, you can't look away.
Easy.
I'm not saying I've got the reactions of a cat, but you know. Look, I see a funny red dot, I'll look.
You are in the comms booth with Kitten after all. Enough of the dog puns. Bring the cat.
Amber, gonna do a bit of a grind. Is it time for the budget? Oh, the budget for folks.
Wait, what?
Back.
How'd she miss that kick? Was she stuck
don't
on the
know.
car? I've had similar things happen.
The mini grind like it's Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Angry horn again. Angry honk. Oh, and please got a bit stuck. You want to try and get it out of this cycle. Sid with a big grind. God, that's a lot of honking. Amber's gonna get a honk pass revoked.
Yeah, that was pretty unlucky for Amber. I think it happens when you're too close to your car sometimes, but I don't know what like exactly causes it.
So, general coinage check. Let's have a look. Has Amber's not gone for early in May, and I highly doubt Sid will do that either. Yeah, as of wow, the coins are really forming a bit of a difference. Sid with 750, Amber with 830. If you are kind of very, if your coinage is quite high, you typically have like, if you're overcoined, you typically have like 900, but like 830, 850, that's decent. Neither going for early in, mate, so...
Simpson, at your service.
One thing I did discover is getting early in, mate, is a really easy excuse to get a free rainbow the next time you do it. But you can only get it once.
And it's over.
Then it's over.
No more
If you
joy.
forget to if you forget to delete the rainbow, then it's, you know, you're losing time on both missions.
Is
it
it bad
okay
that...
to delete the rainbow during Pride Month?
Oh no. I feel bad. I've been speedrunning for around 4 years now, I think. I still have no idea what rainbow means. I know it's a good thing, but I don't know.
It's a gold, essentially. It's
Oh, okay.
rainbow. There's just a feature on Live Split where you can turn the golds, which is the best segments, into a rainbow.
Oh, okay.
So what you're saying is you've been letting the side down.
Well, I thought it was like a separate thing.
No, it's just in Live Split. It's normal.
Okay. That's fair enough. Thermal, please, no. I need it.
Can I get one of those? Are we doing refreshments at the commentary booth?
Yeah, get a Dr. Pepper.
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't
have to grab a
tempt
cola.
me. Oh. Relationship ended with cola. Thank you. Thank you for the sandwich. Do appreciate it.
Unlucky.
For me, it's a midnight snack.
Is there a reason to get inmate later? Preference? That's literally it.
Just an old route, really. It's Sid's gonna have to spawn the other side of the tire fire.
I swear I used to be a better runner.
Still minor time loss, but it still starts to bridge, like, kind of build a bit of a disparity between Amber and Sid.
I'll do my best. Okay, Marge, stick to the plan.
Yeah, it's just an old routing thing. And obviously, if you've ran the game for any amount of time, typically you do just get set in old routes and don't really update it that frequently.
No, I like trying new things.
Can't speak on anyone's behalf, of course.
Easy as pie. The number, that is. How about, Grandpa, do you know anything? I'll do my best.
Marge will do her best.
I won't. I'm phoning in.
Oh. Okay.
Sorry. You thought this was me on my A game. Just kidding.
Awkward demands a race. The S. Let's go.
The day rate's getting larger by the second.
You are in the Cheerio tier.
Oh, let's go. No wasp. I imagine that with the Megamind meme. No wasps.
Someone for a different game brought up they were doing like a glitchless category, and I just sent the Megamind one, but it was like no glitches.
Oh, Sid not getting the wasp either, but he will get out of his car to get it, and a clean wasp kill, not a clean getting into the vehicle. Marge has taken the scenic route to step 1 foot into the car.
Good
Marge
to see
isn't even driving. Oh, Sid mowed down a gaggle of people.
Is that what you call a group? A gaggle of people?
I do now.
I don't have any crickets.
I wonder if that works. Such high hit and run meter here.
Yes, it's really not looking out with traffic and people, really. You know, these coins are on the lower side and you really do need it, but also if you do go too far behind, you do run into a potential risk of a fail condition, where if there's more than one drop, it will just decide, see, you're losing this mission. And especially like five drops deep, it is a middle finger.
Do you remember your first 2 cycle?
Oh, I remember all my 2 cycles. Those drops are Quite nice.
That's lovely.
That's, you know,
That might be the best string of last 3 drops I've ever seen.
all in line. No swerving. Two cycle is a different beast. I've been two cycled many a time. And the best two cycles are always great when you are minus 140 on your run and then you lose all of that time. And you cry and close the game. Yeah, I was going to say, as Derek says in the chat, it was very close to the fail condition.
Yeah, if the last drop was in a troll position, it would have been rough, but it was just a straight shot. Did have to go for the box, but I mean, he's good enough for it.
He's getting his cash for his gold there. Gets that box twice. Grinded it earlier. Value for money.
And a double crop circles.
Double crop circles. I can't believe you have an emote.
CC.
A self insert.
Sid putting their own emote in chat. With a very concerned looking face.
Excuse this next one. This one's not included. Sid says, I spent that entire mission trying to dodge, hit and run with pedestrians, lampposts, and traffic throwing themselves at you. Yeah, that was a pretty unfortunate wolves. Didn't really get much coins, you know, no coinage on hitting all the objects. It is always a choice when instead of hitting objects, you just mow down a whole group of people. Oh no, a gaggle of people, sorry.
A gaggle. As Amber is heading into 4-6, the Cola War is going to be restarting here. Going... Oh. I'm assuming she's going to get the first Cola. I'm having internet issues. Gets the second Cola. Is going to kick the Wasp as well as the box to get all of these coins going up the bush trap bush. And we'll be going to the playground to get this Cola, going to the seesaw, walking on air to get the next Cola, over at the tree branch to get the tree branch Cola, going over here to get the 7th Cola, walking across the street as she waves to all the pedestrians in their cars to get that Cola, going to the Quickie Mart sign to get the Quickie Mart sign Cola, on top of the Duff Truck boxes to get those Colas, and on top of the Quickie Mart now she goes to get the rest of these Colas up here, going to be on top of the vent shaft pretty soon, right there. Goes across to the gasoline station to get the 18th, the 19th, and the 20th Cola momentarily, but she ground pounds the box first and kicks the Wasp, as well as gets all of the coins from that. Is going to be jumping. She went for the plow jacket but missed. Gets the Lord Lad Crotch Cola, going to get this next Cola. Drop down, get that Cola. Half Wall Dumpster Cola coming right up. So is the Krusty Burger Cola. Next is the Fire Truck Cola. Jumps over the wall, gets the Parking Lot Cola, the Tree Half Wall Dumpster Cola, and the 30th out of 30 Cola. Mission complete for Amber.
And I will remind everyone, Kane is not an unbiased commentator. They will take sponsorships if any cola brands want to leap on in.
Unless you're Pepsi.
I said all sponsorship.
You're right. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh. So unfortunately, Amber's strat was not sponsored by Springfield Gasoline. It's kind of working, but also not really. Other brands are available.
Amber honking.
See, I had a really good relationship with Pepsi until one day I learned that Pepsi Max has none of the sugar instead of all of it. I did get branded. I really fell for the branding. Like, what do you mean? Of course has all the sugar. It's Max. It's Max sugar. It's like, no. No, it has none. Relationship.
Coca-Cola would never.
Oh,
would never do that.
It.
Yeah, this is very nice.
And Amber gets the box.
I'm envious of this.
Yeah, I thought it was like all the sugar dialed up. It was great. It's, you know, branding gets us all in the end.
So totally
Oops, I'm not getting a good second car. Or a truck, rather. Whoa,
Oh, wow.
hey! Whoa!
Wow. Okay. That was the second truck
Uh,
of all time.
Yeah, I described that as a handout. That was generous of the truck. Oh!
Insane backup. Red blazer for Sid.
He did get the red blazer.
Gets style points for that one.
Yeah, the aura counter goes up. Obviously, it's already sky high with me and CC in the comp, but...
It's true. There's so much aura in this VC right now.
Oh, I do inflate it. Oh, wow. Okay. That was... You know what? This second truck heard how many times you said cola and opted to just not. You know what? Let's have less cola on our screens. Probably reminding us that other brands are available. What's it going for the wasp here? I mean, honestly, it kind of evens up the coins. So, that's a smart decision.
I am so embarrassed.
In some routes, you do get the wasp as a freebie, but obviously not in 6. I think if you look at the timer check, though, Amber splits are indeed red. So, let's pour out a cold glass of cola for Amber.
Settled. Now to go home to my family.
You took my
I would go to my fridge right now if I wasn't obligated to stay.
urge to take off my shirt in the station locker room.
I'm at the
I
fridge
feel
right
like.
now.
Oh, Canyon Arrow.
Wait.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Milk.
Walking up like a horse.
Stepped in front of my car.
Speaking of bulking up, get that milk in you. Gives you strong teeth.
This is fun. Weird play.
I'd take a milk sponsorship.
I would too. Even though I don't drink.
Drinking it neat. Let's go.
I'm an
Start
almond
the
milk
day
enjoyer.
With 2 shots of milk. I'm
I'll
not
try
crazy about the nuts.
Here we see Amber not going to buy Army Apu. She's going to buy the Apu that represents where she's from. American.
You
Is
ever
it
reckon
having...
that hat gets taken in by the wind?
Come to Papa, random object.
Say that one more time?
I said, you ever reckon that hat gets like taken by the wind?
Oh, I have to reckon.
I have brought glory
You
to
know,
the
if you
name
like
of
throw it
NASA.
like a
Keep up
frisbee,
better.
would it just float
Hopefully my
away
store
like
will
when
not be
drones
robbed
do?
more than 4
When
times
drones
a
get too
day.
high up in the air,
Oh, Shiva smiles on such
just
behavior.
flies away.
No, I'd reckon it's like that guy from Mortal Kombat with the knife hat.
Wow.
Yeah, Kung Lao. He just throws it, chops someone's head off, and it comes back.
Whoa.
I mean, breaks a car.
Well, I would imagine. Oh, I know. Obviously, Sid didn't get the points there. Sid has just started 5-1. Okay, we are now starting to see a real discrepancy, though. Unfortunately, Sid's Marge was not up to par, so we are seeing like a minute roughly of time loss between both runners, with Sid not having the strongest of marches. I can't argue what necessarily was the deciding factor, but that Wolves definitely didn't help.
Whoa, no.
Yeah, I feel like Amber's coins, because they were so strong, she didn't need to worry as much, whereas Sid elected to get out on foot to get the wasp
I've seen such a four-wheel disgrace.
at the back of the school.
True. Oh, fun thing that we now are in 5-1. Sid prolifically cannot do stairs in the Longhorn. It just ceases to manifest. It never happens.
Clean up in aisle 1. What in the hell were you thinking,
I don't know what like bad vibes I don't know why Sid loves the stare down throwdown. Don't know why he loves it, but he does.
Legitimate businessman social club. Looks like a Puna Asa Pima Petalon is
Pen pals.
Some say he keeps trying to find ways to get around it, but the stairs keep finding a way to push him back.
Hoodlums put pornography in the vital magazines.
Some called it a stairway to heaven. Sid, a stairway to hell.
I have ruined my transfers. That car belongs in the bargain bin.
For Sid, it's more like Jacob's ladder.
In the future.
It's just the gap always gets further and further away.
Fair enough.
Good karma.
I
Now,
only
if
know
anybody
about.
does go into Sid's chat and tells him that he can never get these stairs, don't point it to me on comms. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hey, see?
Nice.
See?
Called
See?
it. Called it. Beautiful.
I told you.
Beautiful.
I absolutely called it. It's not a curse if it's just real.
Thank you all for coming.
It's just true.
Oh. See, when I said it, I didn't think it was going to happen this time. But then I remembered that Sid stairs.
It is a Sid rock. Yeah. Sid stairs.
I'm afraid we
Jacob's ladder mentioned Pog. I only know about that because of the Binding of Isaac.
Nice, yeah, fair. I know of it because I went on a structure called Jacob's Ladder in one of those harnesses.
Smell of fresh air.
Oh, I
You know,
see.
one of those like big climbing
Odor of the
frames.
hot dog machine.
And I was very proud of getting up to the top. Except I only realized is that, you know, those harnesses, they get a bit tight sometimes. So
Ooh.
everybody, you know, I was celebrating my victory. Everybody was celebrating something else.
I'm celebrating the way Amber just did that baby van.
The fresh air is
Yeah,
somewhat
successful
confusing.
baby van. Honestly, I thought Sid was gonna like bounce back onto the wasp, and the wasp was gonna get crushed under the weight of expectations. And a probably hefty vehicle, but the expectations.
Hopefully my store will not be robbed more than 4 times while I am driving around today. 300 horses of convenient
And yes, I
power.
may have poked someone's eye out, but that's a separate thing on Jacob's Ladder. It's, those harnesses are lethal, man.
It was an accident.
did get a lot of
You almost hit a person.
people were staring.
Stepped in front of my car.
Is there a reason to go main menu warp over 4-1 warp for this setup?
Not really, no.
Okay, fair enough.
Honestly, I'd argue it's just one of those things that you just don't question it, and you probably just don't do. It's like, oh yeah, you can do that. Like, I'm pretty sure it was one of these races I was commentating. I went, oh yeah, you can do the 4-1 warp.
Yeah, 4-1's faster. That's why I was
Yeah.
asking, because it did the main menu.
Yeah, but I guarantee it's just he just hasn't thought about it since.
It's probably just habit, to be honest.
Yeah, it's just that.
He's so used to main menu warping.
Like I said, it takes a real savant of speedrunning to keep updating all the strats. Especially at levels where there are different things you can improve and optimize before getting 4-1 warp in this. Oh, Amber, looking like the Wiggum push is fine. Yep, nice handle. Now, oh, yeah, just tease him with not going. No, he does it every time. He does it every time. I'm fed up of Wiggum. I get baited in every single time. Every single time. Oh, he's gonna get out. Wrong.
I never get this despite trying my best.
I don't try.
Move it, Cracker.
At this strat, of course.
Hurry up or my arranged bride will chastise me.
Wouldn't want people thinking I'm a tryhard. No, I mean, there will be a difference. Sid does not go for the jump zone or the Wiggum push, so this is where perhaps Amber's experience and kind of going for slightly bigger strats may actually benefit them. I will say, though, Sid is running on quite a lot of police attention. Some say he just needs to find a dark alleyway and hide in his car.
Rancher
Does like to go
most.
for the wasp, but The Wasp does not like to go for Sid. Oh my god.
The
Amber's
horn.
breaking the horn.
What are you
Like,
trying to prove with this crazy driving?
Does she have the scroll wheel macro?
somebody take that to the manufacturers, man.
Oh, here.
Now Amber getting the last piece of trash from the garbage truck.
Runner I was in my youth.
Going to collect all of this garbage.
My car
Still have no idea what a lot of these buildings would be called.
No. I suppose I will just take a brief little look at Sid's kind of exit times. Sid would typically leave Marge, and I say this is just the PB as the sample size, with a 51.25, so on PB is very so slightly behind.
Fathering 8 children has really hurt my stomach.
Whereas Amber, in terms of their PB, let's just have a little look-see. Would typically leave
What are you thinking, son? Who put this here? It
Marge
makes no sense.
with a
I'm flying!
50-58, so... Oh wow, even better than PB, so... You know, we may have a gamer on our hands.
Yeah, Amber. She's cracked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pure American grit and determination.
Well, I pose that to you and have the great British cynicism and despair.
Your misfortune is most entertaining
Why
to me.
believe in anything when it will inevitably fail you? And that's why Sid is geared up for another PB, because he's seen it all, he's been there, he's failed it, and he'll fail it again, but not today. Or will he?
Stay tuned.
I am having so much fun. This is just between me and you, random object.
I will say, out of all of the crash outs that I've seen, I think Sid has some of the most memorable ones.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, do not fear. My
I can just hear his
Often-
voice.
Yeah, often, you know, bad game, stupid game.
empty. I am the victim of chicanery.
The way
Never
he says,
feel
like, he's like, oh, come on, man.
Sick game.
Sick game. I can't do the British accent justice.
I must admit, the
I can't
smell
do
of fresh
syntax
air is much
justice,
more
so.
pleasing than the odor of the hot dog machine. What in the hell were you thinking?
Now it's time for
This is
armored
just
truck.
between me and you, random object.
I once again set it up that 200 FPS armored truck is a different beast.
I make this
Yeah,
look
it
easy.
tends to get stuck.
Nice try,
See, in my run earlier, I managed to do the lineup quite well, and it hit the wall. So I then went, oh, well, I guess I've just got to hit it a bunch. Then when I stopped hitting it, oh, traffic. No, that's
Wow.
that's good. That need to make sure it doesn't get stuck. So just see, it's a different thing. Where usually on 150 or lower FPSs, typically you know if it's fine, but on 200, you do have to babysit it for a while.
No, I go like you. I just do it based on vibes.
If it looks good, if it feels good, it works. I will say that's good, but like I don't know. I feel like a lot of us have been burnt on the armored truck just stopping, which would not be ideal. And
Yeah.
as Momo experienced, Momo in a run on this channel said, I thought Sid was coping about armored truck on 200, but it's actually legit.
I forgot he got that in his run. Yeah.
So I think that describes both runners perfect.
Hey, that's totally not
supposed to happen.
It's just like the crash that can happen when you get hit and run on the other level in Apu.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some people don't
Go
believe it
real bad.
until it happens.
Oh, Sid has not succeeded with armored truck, unfortunately. This will also put his coins at odds, and this.
Oh no.
And this enhances the gap between him and Amber. Oh
He's
my!
not
Sid
even
is
gonna
being
get a
taken for
chance.
ride.
Not even a chance to go for that fast destruction backup.
Thick game.
All mine.
Oh, and look at how low he is. Just he's been pushed around. He's been thrown around like an old tracksuit.
Can get the wrench on the highway here if he gets
He
too
can.
beat up.
But I don't know. I will always say this though. A lot of people don't practice for the backup. Sid opts not to go for the wrench.
You come back here.
Amber opting to miss all of the Stratton curator.
Yeah, for this, slamming him against the wall, it's surprisingly tricky. If you're a beginner or even a new runner and just practice this, it's a lot harder than it looks.
Yeah, for sure. It's a different skill as well, right? I kind of I
Yeah.
made the joke where if you're an artist, you know, you're looking at your painting and you're like, oh, this is great, you know, I've done a really good job of this. That you're savoring it when you're on armored truck and it's working. But when you're having to do the backup, you are just flicking it. You're flicking paint at the wall like something will come good. Something will look nice at the end of this.
Or in my case, flicking the camera in frustration.
True. You know, we can't all be artists.
Bart Simpson at your service.
I'm personally a choke artist.
It's time for some road rage.
I can
Bart
relate.
Simpson style.
Probably what my partner would tell me.
I don't think
Yes.
that's PG.
My butt hurts.
Its coins are very low. 420. Like you will need both boxes at Gazebo and Town Hall, so and it can be really tetchy sometimes. Sometimes you get stuck.
Amber said no board, not today.
Not today, but Sid's not going for it though. He's only going for the Gazebo. He doesn't make many walk after 4-6 either, 4-5. So, oh, that's a good hit though. That does mean fast curator. It just means that Sid's gonna have to do a bit of grinding.
Speed for coins.
So, not really. Sid's not gonna be too happy with this Hapu exit, but I mean, he somewhat has managed it quite well. I mean, like a 107. Sid's usually getting like a 106 at this point, so he is behind, but he's still keeping good pace. But yeah, it's just the consistency of Amber is really coming to bite him.
When I look at Amber's runs, it's very hard for me to like commentate them because they're just so like they're so classy, I'd say. It's like
Hey.
she's doing everything right. She takes a pretty standard approach most of the time.
Oh, and Amber gets the bounce as well.
It's just very clean.
Yeah, I'd argue it's clinical. It's just a lot of, it's just the consistency, right? It's very hard to master. Like, yeah, sure, you can do it once, but being able to do it again and again and again and replicate very similar results is, it's almost an art form.
Yeah, that's a skill in and of itself.
Just a shame that this art form only really nets you top 30 on a leaderboard.
Yeah.
You're not selling it in museums, are you? Unfortunately.
He's making. Sid does get Critch Wasp.
Oh,
So it has managed to somewhat fix his coins.
I don't remember these being here before. Not the detailing. All right.
I mean, Amber's coins, for where she's at, very solid.
Like, Sid will have to do a grind,
When the crowd goes wild.
which, you know, is what some people do when things aren't going their way.
Krusty,
Oh, a
no
proper
problemo.
grind as well. Bumping and grinding. In a situation, it's always worth just doing a full grind as well, just to kind of offset it. Like, you're already there, you may as well just start hitting everything. Oh, Sid didn't collect everything.
You can see them shining through the building.
Speaking of art, Amber's giving us a melody of the 6-3 uneventful mission soundtrack. It has stopped now, though, unfortunately.
Every time I hear the word melody, I just think of that Lucas parody song, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Totally awesome.
Yeah, I just have to remember that my phone's stuck to the fan. The fan.
My dad will pay for all the damages.
This game is like a melody.
Then it gets all nerdy in the middle.
Oh, this is too cool for school.
But it does live rent-free in my head.
Gimme.
Some would say it's like a melody in my head.
Eat my dust eaters.
I just want to get the iPhone off the fan.
Amber mentioned
Time for some road.
Lucas is probably the most abusive phone user of all time.
Whoa, those allegations are unfounded.
We have video footage.
Ah, well. I tried. Better lawyer up, buddy.
Know who else is trying?
A very hard difference to make up. But, I mean... And as we always say in these races, it's the kind of unfortunate truth is that out of bounds can be the great deciding factor. Now, I'm sure you could find a soundboard of me saying that.
And I'm lucky that we have Amber to represent the Homer 2
Bart Simpson at your service.
in the lead as of now.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Nothing's gonna go wrong. As Amber enters Duff Trucks.
Perfect.
I mean, I still argue that Duff Trucks is a very consistent mission. And I also argue that Part 2 is very consistent. But in my race, I failed everything in Part 2. But Amber does not.
I like a good part too.
Yeah, I like the way it looks. Stylized very well.
I just like that you go speedy in it.
Yeah, true. It's for lot runners very consistent. Not really too much to scoff at in terms of it. The Duff Trucks and FMJ, both missions over very quick if you succeed. So second most consistent level after Homer 2. Huh? Homer 2 consistent? Maybe if you're not washed. But I am.
Trying to think. I feel like mine are probably.
It's an
I don't know.
irresponsible
How's
claim.
about getting off the road?
I'll educate you a new one.
Now show the proof to Krusty. And if he doesn't believe me now, I'll fry his butt. Time to lay some rubber. Krusty!
Oh yeah, it is execution. I do agree. But I am bad at execution.
I'm bad, therefore you're wrong.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. So true.
+2.
Sad day for
Wonky driving. Oh, wonky.
cruel world.
Yeah, that is quite wonky.
Spines don't
Number 2 is not consistent when you account for human error. Thank you. That's the first time I've been called human in a while. Thank you very much.
Well, she didn't call you specifically human, but
Look, you take what you can get, right? Right, Sid. Ooh, the wonky driving's really fighting, but Sid does really well to get some semblance of a strat, even if the wonky driving made sure he was going in first. Oh, misses out on one drop as well. It's not that big of a deal, but you know, as Amber's racing away and set to kill, the distance is really gaining. No wasp either. See, I've only just realised that you can use your freebies here. I've only just realised that you can do that. And I felt like an absolute genius for figuring it out. But then Sid has some issues with the funny red dot, so... Oh, boat jump.
sometimes. Who's the new runner that like just paused because they saw everyone else pause?
It was
But
Blue
didn't
Badge.
have it?
Blue Badge, Blue Badge
I love
figured
it.
out that if I just pause around the wasps, it gives the wasp the perfect cycle.
I love that so
not
much.
not realizing that the wasp counter is supposed to track the collision.
I do the same thing, but I do it to troll. He just does it because he thinks it works.
Yeah, he thinks it works. It's a placebo effect. Yeah, it seems to work.
You got it.
I respect it. You know, we all fake it till we make it. And it,
Yeah, I
it
got
did
him
get
to sub 130.
Exactly, yeah.
Not a very good drive.
Alright, so Amber entering the final mission
I wanted a peanut.
in Part 2.
Mine. All mine.
And now the potential storm is yet to break loose. No real fires to put out for Amber. She's very handled, very controlled. Whereas Sid's definitely got some deficiencies. Really needs some extra coins. And really needs some surprise Homer 2 fortune.
Or to the real meat and potatoes of this run.
You know, could also have a curse. You know, maybe curse would do.
I always I want to explain stuff, but then I realize like everybody who watches these streams is pretty much a speedrunner in the community or has watched this game before. So they sort of
Yeah, it can be good for the occasional bit of exposition on the strats of this game, but for the most part.
we did have a new viewer earlier, but
I'm still watching
This car sure can take a
I'm watching the stream feed. So
Yeah, I
I
see
am
this.
sleeping late.
Hey, come back here. Them's are sleeping on
oh,
board.
good boat jump.
Guess I'll have to
Yep,
use a
necessary boat
hop
jump as
or a
well.
pillow now. Go! Learn to drive.
I wonder if he'll get Kalu again.
Oh, come on.
Or if he'll
It
just
feels
wing it.
necessary. It feels necessary at this point.
Yep.
I feel like how beady Bart's eyes are running to Krusty Lou.
I didn't do it.
Only realizes there's a problem.
Blue badge, it's all placebo. Ain't nowhere. Oh, if it works for
Right.
you.
Amber buying zombie car, setting up for the unenviable clash. 7-2.
Hey, you.
You know, still arguably better than, you know, what preceded it. Still better than 7-3, completely. Does come down to execution as well. But a very hard trick to master. Have you mastered 7-2?
I genuinely, when I say this, I don't think I do anything for 7-2.
Yep, fair enough.
Not even bridge clip. I used to be able to do bridge clip, but I don't go for it anymore.
A part of me wishes I could go back to a time where I wouldn't have to do it anymore, but then I remember that I am very bad at the game.
As am I.
So, You know, I have to take all the all the margins I can get.
It's kind of
I'm
funny.
with-
Is let's
With a
yeah,
slightly
let's-
different lineup. Is it more consistent though? It's looking good. Yeah, that's
She does the neonic lineup.
I call it the
respectable.
Vertic lineup.
Yeah.
I was just throwing names out there, throwing shapes, party tunes.
The
One
Namco
of them
Player
would be right.
1984 lineup.
So I should say all the strats that I don't know who caused them are mine. That
Call
would
this
never
the
come
the
down to
dream.
Oh, this is the Aqua strat.
Let's do this thing.
Right, just throwing another PB run down the toilet. Not so subtle censoring that.
Amber said she was naming the Homer 1 box in Cletus after me, so that's cool.
Nice alien craft.
I've been doing that in runs
Now
as
to
well.
just get out of the path of the tractor beam.
Look, if we have Jerry coin, we can have Aqua coin somewhere. Nobody's remembering that. Nobody's remembering Jerry coin.
It's
I
crouching
remember.
time. I'm a mean speed
The
thingy.
real ones remember.
I need your help. My car is sleeping.
One thing that
I
is
blame society.
minor thing that
Just
I
call
think
me
I would mess
Air
up
Homer.
is, you know how the runners will destroy zombie car to,
Tickling my feet.
you know, respawn it at
Nothing
full
lasts
health or
forever.
something. Oh, uh-oh.
That's
And messes up the first jump.
Sweet.
And there's a good chunk of setup before 7-4, so, you know, Sid starts at 7-2, maybe we can start having a dialogue. Did they get it the second time? They do. Okay.
That looks
well,
good.
sorry, Sid. See,
Karmic retribution.
nice knowing you, buddy.
How does Amber flip through the car so quickly? I could ask her after.
That black car again.
I
I have a feeling she just presses really fast.
Sub boss combined with the tenacity of a level boss.
Yeah, it's just, you know how many times to press, so you just press really fast.
She might also use her keyboard on that section. I know that's something that some people do, where they swap really quick.
That
in
might
phone
void.
booth.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Wow.
Yeah, that's going to be rough for Sid. Sid is a notorious 7-3 hater. Sid hates 7-3 so much, he saw me get 7-2 once in a run, or twice in 2 PBs, and then went, I should try this. And then he tried it, and then he didn't get it for months, so... I mean,
He's
neither
never
did
been
I,
the
really.
same.
You know, some say we all peaked quite early. Oh, zombie car 7-4.
Fuck, that wasn't part of the deal. I'm a lean, mean speed thingy. Ooh, the vibrations tickling my feet.
Has been handled.
Wait, you can
Yeah,
do
you
both
can.
at the same time?
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
can
know
do
that.
It's like how if you're feeling particularly, like, I was going to say they were fruity, I don't know why. If you're feeling particularly fruity, you just use
Fruity.
you know, the keyboard.
Zesty, perhaps?
I wish I had a dog with a
Very
tail.
citrus heavy. Alright, Sid, this looks good.
Man, my car is gone, and the ashtray was full
You
of...
are feeling fruity this month. This is the month for it. It's all we got.
Okay.
The rest of the year, fruitless.
When I do this.
We get this 1 month. That's all we got.
Exactly.
Oh, like no.
Out of the charities that we do
Hey,
support, though,
it's totally not supposed to happen.
all year round.
They do be fruity.
No.
Oh,
whoa.
Amber's...
Homer,
I do hope they got jump
Homer.
zone, because that...
Sweet acceleration.
Yep,
This
no
town
jump
is
zone.
going to pay for
And the car is stuck. That's not possible anymore.
It's
Okay.
crashing time.
So you're telling me there's a chance. You know that
Find out.
you know that meme where the guy's like, I don't need one more year. I don't need one more week. I don't need one more I don't need one more hour. I just need one more day. One more day. That's all Sid needs. Sid just needs one more slightly messy 7-6.
Oh, like, ow. Hey, that's
But you know,
totally not
Amber,
supposed to
it feels
happen.
like it's unlikely to. Oh, this is
Similar
falling.
thing.
They did get the jump zone this time, I think.
Yeah, she looks in the clear. Yeah.
But very, very close either way.
See if she can stick the landing.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Amber has the take that the lineup for this one is harder than 7-2.
Oh, like, no.
And
that would line
she's
up with the
proving her
gameplay?
point.
Yeah.
I know it bounces if it gets it. I was just thrown by the car, like landing basically on
Hasta
top.
la vista, suckers.
I do know how jump zone works very loosely. All right, gets it. Second time of asking. I will say though, the car is quite low on health. You know, if they do go super speedy, there is a chance that it goes out all out the window. Just hope the lineup is strong. You also get to see a difference of FPS though, or FPS out of bounds. Is going for the traffic car. Never wanted to learn 7.5, so it does rely on RNG.
That was easy as pie. Eggs over easy.
Amber moves on to 7-7.
That's a lot. Where'd you get that? Sweet.
Is RNGesus shining bright on Sid today? Not really.
I remember when that was a Twitch emote.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, just one more mission to go. Jump zone. He's it bouncing around the place.
Here already.
It probably is, but it's less jittery than I remember it. Yeah, no jump zone. I was gonna say. Usually the car's doing flips at this point. So, are we seeing an inbounds? No. Yeah, we're seeing inbounds. Inbound 7-7. Let's go. No, I get to set up the narrative that I put into the ecosystem, where this probably isn't going to come into effect because it's probably going to get the out of bounds. But Sid historically is a very strong inbounds player and was very proud of it. Oh. No jump zone for Sid. See, Sid stopped doing resets because he believed that jump zone was more consistent, and he has had a lot more consistency with it, but when it matters the most. Yeah, he's not
When
feeling
it matters the most.
He's not feeling that either. One more of asking. I feel like Sid's he's just got to go with it. He's
Go for
got
200
to
bridge
roll
clip.
with it.
I think Team Chips is winning this one.
Yeah. But there we are. GG for Amber, a 127.22. Congratulations on the run. It's not the 126 that Amber has been on a streak with, but still, a race is a race at the end of the day, and the victory is the only thing that matters. Yeah, 7-6.
And with that, I think, is it official that
Sid's not dead. He's not dead. He's just losing the race.
Wait, I thought if he loses this race, he's out of the groups, or am I wrong? Or there's a high chance of it.
I think there's like, is it not?
Or a
is it
low
not two
chance.
from groups?
I don't know. I'm a bad commentator.
We are just split sport. You lose the race, you lose your life. Well, I've been dead for years. See ya. As soon as I was gonna say as soon as midnight strikes, but
Just a few more.
All right, getting vertical.
that's a sobering existential crisis for this fine morning. Thank you very much. Hey, the prophecy did come true though. I did say Sid had a very good inbounds homer too. We are getting to see it at the end. Well,
And Chips has
unfortunately,
won.
yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, Sid already won his other races, so he's advancing regardless. There we go. Thank you, Taz. So, you know, this race may not have mattered, but it really would have helped the confidence of Sid, feeling like you know, it would have been a really big scalp to get a victory over Amber. But with Amber recording a 1:27 time, it was definitely possible. And there were times in this race where Sid was pretty close. It's just, you know, the consistency of Amber really just even with a wonky like level 7, it wasn't enough of a gap to like bridge.
Looks harder than it is. How about them apples? Woohoo!
Sid closing out this run on 7-7.
Now, I do have to remind everyone, Sid did indeed lose a PB to the hearse, deciding to, I don't know, just ruin his day. Fully flew into his direction, blew up the waist on a very PBable run. He did recover, but, you know, the PB was not seen to it till another day, so any hearses.
First boy. That's crazy.
Traffic, a bit scary, a bit sketchy. Hit and run, also on the verge. Sid is going to be a little bit worried now. Boy, traffic is really playing a factor here. I don't think the hit and run's gonna take flight, but a surprise pickle?
Pickle.
This car sure can take a beating. Learn
No
to
Sid is
pickle.
hitting anything with life in it, apparently.
Mark did it.
And just one line up to go, straight into the B. Sid is getting a 1:31.40. GG's to both the runners. A courageous effort for both. A run that at one point could have gone both ways. But you know, GG's. I look forward to the post-match interview.
Let's go, America! Bring it home.
But as I expressed earlier, if you don't expect anything, you don't get disappointed. Hope is the biggest killer. I never believed Sid would win.
I do end up dying in a spaceship crash.
I'm
Don't
sure
look at
he'll appreciate
all of my
that.
points that have been. Don't look at all my points that have been ruined. No, a GG. GG.
Amber did say she considered going for resets just to see if she could do it after missing jump zone, but she did not know where Sid was, so did finish the race.
Fair. I mean, doing races in a vacuum is a very. I respect it both ways, but sometimes the urge to have a little look to see how the other runner's doing is way too easy sometimes. All right, hello runners. GG's on both the races. Sid, what went wrong?
Late game, as usual. It just started with Apu, and when I missed out on the track, I was like, this is probably GG, but whatever.
I mean, I will say it was still quite close even then. So, like, especially during early game, you did put a pretty strong fight to stay on track. But I think it was just at the start of March, like in March, there were some unfortunate things like wolves that got in the way. But all in all, you kept pretty close up until late game.
I feel like Color Trucks probably is where it started to separate a lot more. My Color Trucks didn't feel bad, it's just that Amber's was just a lot quicker. And I got Canyon Air now, so.
True.
No, my truck didn't work
Well,
because I think I pushed too late, and on 200 it's not very forgiving, and the
Yeah.
usual Homer 2 stuff. And I had wonky driving for halfway through part 2, so yep.
Yeah, that was. Mm. Oh no, I'm reading the times wrong. I'm reading the times wrong. I can't read. Kane, take it away.
I'm bad with numbers as well. Amber did say the second sellout's car was a fumble.
You
Which
did hold its hand for a long period of time. No damage, just love shared with that second sellout's car, and a pretty rocky 7.6.
Yeah, that's the
I
first
mean,
time jump zone's gone properly wrong for me.
yeah,
The third time he was stuck, I was just like, no, screw this. I'm just gonna go inbounds, otherwise I'll be here all night.
yeah. I mean, Homer 2 has been a big killer in this tournament. Really, like so many runs have been defined by what happens in the last few levels, and this race is no different. I will say Amber did have an absolute mare in in 7.6 where isn't it, Amber? Don't you say that you believe your hot take is that 7.6 Yeet is harder than 7.2?
That is a pretty hot take.
Yeah. Well, you proved us right. You
I did
proved
see Amber
yourself right.
7.6, and I heard you guys like, oh, you could catch up, and I was thinking, probably not.
Yeah,
Probably,
it
if
was
I haven't got
it
a
was
bad
a bit of,
7.6, I'll get a worse one.
it was a bit of a pipe dream. I won't lie.
Yeah, it was a bit of a stretch. I did think like, yeah, probably not. Like once Amber restarted, I thought, okay, yeah, she'll get it the third time.
Yeah, Jump Zone was neither of your best friends in that one.
No, I did.
Well, I
I think
mean,
I part too far forward, and yeah, alien car just I don't know.
yeah. I mean, there's a reason why there's very few runners still do resets. As hey,
What about going
you
for
can
resets
do it.
after I sit off to do inbounds?
Yeah, it can be a bit inconsistent, but I'm the only one on this team. I'm holding the sign. I'm making all the banners, so I got it once in my 4 races, but there's still time. The propaganda will continue.
did
Runners, anything else to ask or say about your runs?
No. GG Amber, fair dues.
I was gonna ask Sid, how's it feel that Team Crisps lost this one?
Livid.
Yeah, it was
More livid about that
Team
than the
UK,
run.
Team America.
Fair enough.
I did remind everybody that as Brits, we've seen it all. Cynicism. There was no hope ever at any point in time
And
until there was.
speaking of Brits, our next matchup, Seasoner versus Archie. Archie's not a Brit, but Seasoner in the UK. So it kind of counts. Be prepared for that one. It's going to be the lower group B at 3 p.m. BST. That is the time that British people use.
Yes,
I
let's
don't know
go.
what this is in America time. I'm sorry for
It's
all my
spinning
fellow
home.
Americans.
Just the last bits. Amber says, felt like an okay run with a lot of sloppy parts. Neat to know that still had 125 potential going to 7.6. Oh, really? Yeah, we kind of had a bit of like a look at the splits, and yeah, it was kind of surprising. Yeah, I was like, oh, you're actually ahead. Like, this is a gaming moment.
I heard
Yeah, Gwen brought
someone.
it up in chat.
Yeah, I heard someone say that Amber was on pace in 7.6, and I hear a few minutes later that she didn't get jump zone in 7.6, and I was like, who cursed it?
Also, how do you both feel now you are both angry honkers?
Yeah. In fact,
Is it
sometimes like I just like when I like on my turn stick, my horn is also on that, so sometimes I'll just press it hard by accident and it'll honk. So oftentimes when I do boat jump, I go beep.
I kept swapping between honking out of rage and honking the song on Spotify. True. Not, some people get caught slipping with that, so
You see, I did a head shake with the camera when I got stairs for like the 15th time in a row.
I honestly, that was the most
Yeah.
depressing part because I was setting up the whole time. I went, look, Sid has a problem with the stairs, and he does it every run. And I
I
was
don't know what
trying
the
to make
problem
a
is.
case. I was trying to make a case. It's not gonna be like this time. It's not gonna happen. It happened.
Nope.
It happened again.
Because when I went for it
Oh
in
no.
what was it? In 5.2, when I did the other side of the stairs, I went just straight at it and I didn't get like stairs. So I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know how to do it
Who
properly. So
knows?
someone tell me how to do it properly without getting like pixel
Also boat
You are-
jump.
Yeah,
like,
boat
jump
jump.
out.
No Flanders kinds though.
I got it in 3.7, so it's fine.
Amber finally says I was honking to Dua Lipa on the way back to Museum 57. Yeah, classic. Classic. I think all that said, though, we've exhausted all our possibilities. We've exhausted all the questions. Even though honking was an important topic. Kane's already shouted out the next round, but 3 p.m. BST, Archie versus Seasoner, a lower bracket race, I believe. And yeah, no. So thank you, Derek, for restreaming. Thank you, Kane, for joining me. Thank you to the runners for a very entertaining race. And thank everybody who has been watching on Speed Simpsons. Take care and see you in the next one.
Bye.